The following is a special weather briefing from your National Weather Service office in Spokane, Washington, created Thursday, August 8, 2013. We're looking at a wet week across the inland Northwest. Beginning tomorrow, Friday, there'll be a small chance of thunderstorms, but it'll mainly be over the mountains, especially near the Oregon border and along the Cascades. By the time we get to Friday night through Saturday night, there'll be an increasing chance of thunderstorms for most locations, and the thunderstorms on Friday night will likely persist through Saturday. By the time we get to Sunday, look for more thunderstorms, especially over the mountains, and that chance of thunderstorms very well may persist into early next week. However, the chance of thunderstorms will be lower than what we'll see over the weekend. The impacts from this event, it looks like we may start out producing a few new wildfires. However, as the event continues into the weekend, it looks like that threat should wane as these thunderstorms get wetter and wetter. Also, we're looking for a moderate threat of flash flooding. Debris flows will be possible near burn-scarred areas, and that's also true in steep terrain, and urban flooding will also be a possibility. At this point, the thunderstorms which are expected are not expected to produce large hail and or strong winds at this point. Here's the atmospheric setup looking forward. Right now, if we were to look at a satellite map, we'd have a deep area of low pressure off the northwest California coast. By the time we get to Friday, it looks like that low pressure area begins to migrate northward up the Oregon coast, and it does bring a small chance of thunderstorms to the Oregon Cascades as well as western Oregon. And by late afternoon, it'll bring a small chance of thunderstorms, perhaps as far north as the central Washington Cascades. By the time we get to Saturday, that low begins to move even farther north up toward the Washington-Oregon border, and it increases the chance of thunderstorms. What we're looking at here is the green correlates to where we're expected to see the best amounts of moisture. However, areas out ahead of this low could stand a chance of thunderstorms, and we'll look at where that chance would be a little bit later. By the time we get to Sunday, the low begins to move even farther north. By this point, it's expected to be near Vancouver Island or even north of there. However, it still leaves much of the inland Northwest under a chance of showers and thunderstorms. What makes this event so unusual or so different than a typical thunderstorm event is the fact that the low is going to be moving so slow through the weekend, and what it does is it entrains a copious amount of moisture in the atmosphere. This map shows the amount of atmospheric moisture present for Sunday afternoon. And what we're looking at is areas that show green are 100% or near normal amounts of moisture. But over eastern Washington and North Idaho, most areas are expected to see anywhere from 140% to nearly 200% of the normal atmospheric moisture, or in other words, 1.5 to 2 times normal the amount of atmospheric moisture over the area. Why this is special is the fact that these thunderstorms are going to be moving in slowly from the south, and when you add the fact that we're going to see high amounts of moisture in the atmosphere combined with slow-moving thunderstorms, it always raises the possibility for possible flooding. So, where are the thunderstorms expected to occur? At this point, we're expecting for the Friday night through Saturday period, most of the thunderstorms are expected near the Cascades as well as north central into northeast Washington. There'll also be another area across the Clearwater Mountains into northeast Oregon. However, all of eastern Washington and northern Idaho stands a chance of thunderstorms through that period. By the time we get to Sunday, it looks like we will lower the chance of thunderstorms a little bit over the Columbia Basin. However, thunderstorms will continue to be fairly likely across all mountain locations across North Idaho and eastern Washington, and there'll still be a chance of thunderstorms hanging across much of the Columbia Basin, the Spokane area, and the Lewiston area. So, we've seen quite a few wet thunderstorm episodes this year, and this one looks like no exception. We're just taking a look at the flooding events we've seen so far in 2013, and the picture on the left is a thunderstorm which went through the Lewiston area, produced some standing water over a bridge. In the Cascades, there was a large land flow that created a bunch of trees that went down a river on June 29th. The Wenatchee area saw a slow-moving thunderstorm on June 29th as well, producing some flooding in urban areas. And on August 1st, also some flooding along ramps in the Wenatchee area. Just last weekend in the Concanully area, a slow-moving thunderstorm produced this flooding here in streets and people's yards. And the Wenatchee area on August 4th had some flooding as well. So it looks like we're looking at a fairly wet weekend ahead with lots of lightning and lots of rain. So what should you do Well, first of all, stay up to date on the latest weather forecasts from your National Weather Service, and make sure you can get the latest warnings from us via TV or radio. Also, internet, smartphones can give you the latest weather forecasts, as well as NOAA Weather Radio. Make sure you have a plan just in case flooding is to occur. And also, you can stay informed via these various sources, including our webpage. You can look at us on Facebook, on Twitter, on YouTube, and of course, NOAA Weather Radio. And this concludes the special weather briefing from your National Weather Service in Spokane.